Hello everyone, this is the question asked in GATE 2020 Civil Engineering Set 2. The monthly distribution of a 9-watt LED bulb sold by two firms X and Y from January to June 2018 is shown in the pie chart and the corresponding table. If the total number of LED bulbs sold by the two firms during April to June 2018 is 50,000, then the number of LED bulbs sold by the firm Y during April to June 2018 is. So, we have been given with a pie chart with the corresponding percentage of the number of LED bulbs sold by the two firms, and we have been given with a table with month-wise the ratio of LED bulbs sold by the two firms, and we have to determine the number of LED bulbs sold by the firm Y during April to June. So, in order to solve this question, let's have a look at the useful data. Now, if the ratio of a quantity is given as A is to B, which is divided between two objects X and Y, then X share would be given by A upon A plus B, and similarly Y share would be given by B upon A plus B. So for example, if I have 10 oranges and I have distributed them to X and Y in the ratio 7:3, then X share would be given by 7 upon 7 plus 3 and Y share would be given by 3 upon 7 plus 3. So this would give me the share of the ratio of the quantities as A is to B. Now, if I have to calculate the X percentage of any quantity Y, then that would be given by simply X upon 100 times Y. So if I have to calculate 25% of 50, then it would be simply given by 25 by 100 into 50, which would be equal to 12.5. Now, let's try to solve this question. So the first data which is given to us is that the total number of LED bulbs sold by the two firms during April to June 2018 is 50,000. Now, we have been also given with a pie chart with the corresponding percentage of the LED bulbs sold by the two firms, and we have been given with a table with the ratio of the LED bulbs sold by the two firms. So let's try to aggregate all this data and try to find the total percentage of the LED bulbs sold by firm Y during April to June 2018. So first thing which is given to us is that the ratio of the LED bulbs sold by firms X and Y during April is in the ratio 3:2. Also, the total number of LED bulbs sold was 15%. Similarly, during May, the ratio of the LED bulbs sold was 1:4, and the percentage of LED bulbs sold during May was 10%, and in June it was in the ratio 9:11, and the total bulbs sold was 10%. So the total percentage of the LED bulbs sold by firm Y during April 2018 would be given as 2 upon 3 plus 2. That would be the share of the ratio of the firm Y times the total percentage of the bulbs sold, that is 50%. Similarly, the percentage of LED bulbs sold by firm Y during May 2018 would be 4 upon 1 plus 4 times 10%, and the percentage of LED bulbs sold by firm Y during June 2018 would be 11 upon 9 plus 11 times 10%. So the corresponding values of this data would be 6%, 8% and 5.5%. Now, if I add all this data, then I would get the total percentage of LED bulbs sold by firm Y during April to June 2018, which would be given as 6 plus 8 plus 5.5, which would be equal to 19.5%. Now, it is also given that the total number of LED bulbs sold by the two firms during April to June 2018 is 50,000. That means that if I add all these percentages of the bulbs sold by the two firms, then this percent of the total number of LED bulbs would give me 50,000. In other words, if I take the total percentage of the bulbs sold by both the firms, which is 15 plus 10 plus 10 during April to June 2018, and I take this percentage from the total number of LED bulbs sold from January to June 2018, then this data would be equal to 50,000. That is the total number of bulbs sold between April to June 2018. Now the total number of LED bulbs sold altogether would turn out to be 50,000 times 100 divided by 35. Now this is the total number of LED bulbs sold by both the firms from January to June 2018. Now I have to determine the total number of LED bulbs sold by firm Y during April to June 2018. So that would be equal to the percentage of the LED bulbs sold by firm Y times the total number of LED bulbs sold by both the firms, that is 19.5% of the total number of LED bulbs, which would result as 19.5 divided by 100 times the total number of LED bulbs, which is 50,000 times 100 divided by 35, which would give me 27,857.1428. Now this is the total number of LED bulbs sold by firm Y during April to June 2018. And if I look at the options which was given in the exam, then none of the options actually match with the right answer. So a bonus mark was awarded in this question since the right answer matched with none of the options. So here what the examiner was trying to point was this 50,000 as the total number of LED bulbs sold by the both firms, not during April to June 2018. Had this been January to June 2018, then the final answer would simply be a multiplication of 19.5% of 50,000, which would turn out to be 9750, which was actually matching with option B. But since the data was given from April to June 2018, that's why none of the options are matching with the right answer. So the actual answer is 27,857.1428. Thank you.